Hi there, this is Nathan Ball, in-house game designer at AdInMo, and this is InGamePlay Review, a video series where I take a look at some of the best and most interesting uses of in-gameplay advertising in mobile games today. Today we'll be looking at Big Brother the Game, which comes to us from Ninth Impact. Now, this is a simulation game based on the popular series, and it's available on both iOS and Android. Despite looking like quite a simple integration on the surface, with only 3 ad placements across the whole game, this is actually quite a strong one that places the few ads it has intelligently to ensure that the player will see them during their normal flow of movement and activities, so that despite having only a few placements, they account for a lot. Let's check it out. So the first thing to note about Big Brother the Game is the relatively small size of its play area. As you can see, as the camera pans over the game here, there's only 3 small subzones that make up the entire game. Now when it comes to in-game play ads, this is actually a good thing, because it means that the player is more likely to encounter them as they move through the game. The developers didn't just settle for this, however, and they've placed these ads quite intelligently to maximise the impressions that they'll gain from them. Now, what I mean by this is that all of their ad placements serve dual roles. So they can be seen by the players just as they're wandering through the game world, but they'll also be seen by players when they're taking part in the gameplay activities that make up the core of the game. So for example here, in the garden there's an ad placement, and it's right next to where the workout and dance activities are located. So when the player does those activities, they'll see that ad placement. And the same thing is repeated here in the sort of bedroom, dressing room area. When the player's dressing up their character, as you'll see here in a second, then that ad placement there will be visible in the background. But they will also be able to see that when they're just walking around. So in that way, these ad placements serve a dual function, and they're incredibly effective at generating impressions. So that was Big Brother the Game from Ninth Impact. It's a great example of in-gameplay ads in use, and it's a great illustration of the fact that you don't need to plaster ads all over your game to generate revenue. A few well-placed ads can do the job just as well. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, please leave a like, subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content like this. I've been Nathan Ball, and hope to see you next time.